Oh no, fatty warbucks! Oh, I see where this is going. I guess I'll be quiet so the drama can, you know, be dramatic. Dude's got skinny legs. Dang it, sorry. Huh. Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation, you get away. Well, that happened.
Yo, welcome back.
Where'd I get this lay?
You get tanned a bit?
Nah, I'm pale as always.
How was Hawaii?
I mean, you know, it was a lot like this place, except, you know, I guess, sandier. Yeah, normal, I guess.
You left the country and it was just normal?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how unbelievably similar the entirety of the world really is when you get down to it.
Well, you guys were off having fun. Things here have gotten a bit more problematic.
Well, that's a problem.
So I've heard the surprisingly hot items at the moment are masks and calling cards.
How do they even know we have masks?
Here's a graph of the profits for stores handling these items.
My oh my, that's quite the boost in graphotainment.
Double from last year.
Only double? How many Japanese people were buying masks and calling cards last year?
Phantom Thief goods seem to be in especially high demand.
I mean, that's like, I don't know, if for some reason a superhero showed up and it was like he used a toilet plunger and then everyone went and got toilet plungers, and then, like, apparently it was apparently on the level of just, you know, a sensation sweeping the nation to the point where, you know, everybody was talking about it, you just can't get away from it, and you're telling me that, you know, toilet plungers, oh, well, they only got an increase in 3% sales. Like, what?
I didn't know they sold that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it turns out they do.
Should we try too? I mean, selling Phantom Thief merchandise?
I mean, it would be more authentic in ways that I won't explain why. Yeah, we ain't got no copyright. It's like what? Phantom Thief curry?
Maybe I'll toss some dry ice on the side, you know? Give it that phantom-y effect.
I mean, that could potentially end in lawsuits. Dry ice is not to be messed with.
I'm just joking, alright?
Oh, I'm well aware. There's no way you'd be willing to make that accident happen. Seriously, if somebody accidentally ate a piece of dry ice, do you have any idea what the horrors that would wreak upon them?
I wonder how our guests consider this recent phenomenon.
Let me guess. Now we go to our resident-only guest ever, Akechi.
What do you think, Akechi-kun?
It was supposed to be a joke.
Well,
Why is he always there? He's not even popular anymore. It makes even less sense.
There he is, the anti-thief detective.
What the hell kind of sense does that even make?
I hope he slips up and self-destructs.
Yeah, we all do, but, you know, you have to have a series of events take place before someone is willing to just explode like that.
I
Yeah,
can
little
sense some
giggle.
chivalry behind their actions.
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to be gentlemen thieves or something. Congratulations, you finally picked up on the theme, Master Detective.
They are clever to take the silent resentments of the public into account and relieve them.
Yeah. It's almost like we're trying to help people or something.
I believe that may be the secret to their popularity.
You mean the fact that we're helping people? Yeah, I mean, that usually tends to make, you know, others happy.
Well, this is surprising. Your stance seems to have softened.
And here's the hook!
This doesn't change the fact that they are dangerous. However, no, I shouldn't say anymore.
I don't want my blog to get even more flames.
Come on, you can say it.
Why do you even have a blog?
Oh no, I won't be falling for that. I've learned my lesson after the previous backfire.
Yeah, well, you didn't learn your previous lesson from you didn't learn your lesson from the previous haircut, so, there you go.
These thieves are more popular than the police or politicians. What's the world coming to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Rude.
What are you so angry about?
Reasons!
Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Take care of any customers that show up.
No promises. Have fun emptying your old man bladder.
I finished the analysis, of the data.
For a man his age, it could take anywhere from 20 minutes to half an hour.
Wanna meet now?
Not really. Nope.
Seriously? Jet lag?
Get off me, woman!
Fine then. Tomorrow.
I'm not the one who was asleep for a solid month. Like, seriously, you entered into some sort of, like, hyper suspension, like, thing. Like, how did... I assume you got up to eat and things, but at the same time, I have no evidence to support the idea that you didn't. Sorry about that. My microphone cut off again. It's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fixed. We're gonna go to bed. And then we're gonna learn some stuff. Nope. And Morgana's still, in his pity party mode. Actually, there's something I want to talk to you about. Never mind. You should probably get some rest. Don't worry. It's nothing important. Well, that's exactly the type of thing you say when something very important is about to happen. 'Twas not a good call on your part, Kitty Cat Jones.
Hey, sis.
You just got back from your trip and you're already studying? How diligent.
Well, she doesn't want you to get your belt.
I have souvenirs for you.
The principal of Shujin Academy has passed away.
Well, damn, son. Why you gotta be bringing down the mood?
He suddenly stopped while crossing the road and was struck by a large vehicle. Death by external trauma.
Well, that's not passed away. That's just died. Passed away implies, there was at least a little bit of warning beforehand.
They say suicide seems to be a strong possibility.
Uh-huh.
Principal Kobayakawa committed suicide?
Yeah, that doesn't... I mean, when you say it that way, it sounds pretty bad.
Someone about to kill themselves try to go to the police station?
I don't think so, no.
He even used a taxi to get there.
Well, then it makes no ding-dang sense.
Do you mean this might be another incident?
Even if he had a sudden shift in his state of mind, it's still unnatural.
Is it professional to be letting your sister, who has nothing to do with the police business, in on all of this?
I can only suspect that he had a change of heart.
Uh-huh.
Are you saying he was targeted by the Phantom Thieves?
Oh, hell. Are we gonna get blamed for this?
But that's impossible!
For reasons I will not divulge.
How are you so certain?
How have you not managed to notice that your sister is a Phantom Thief? How? Look, incidental background characters, okay, fine, whatever. They're inconsequential to the story, but, you're actively looking into it.
Well, in prior cases, the changes of heart seem to be done to make people confess their crimes.
This is true.
It's hard to explain, but this incident seems contradictory to their usual modus operandi.
And that you shouldn't be looking too much into that.
Did Principal Kobayakawa seem any different to you lately?
Well, his sweat turned into gravy, but I think that's normal for him.
I don't really know. He rarely contacted the students, after all.
Yeah, he didn't like actually working.
I see. Could something have happened during the school trip?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you're studying. I'm sorry to bother you.
I assume, like, the shady lawyer guy that Sai works for was all like, yay, we should probably get rid of this dude. They didn't name names, but it's pretty obvious what they were talking about. Contextual clues. Whoa.
Never mind, it's nothing.
Oh, that means it's something.
Just don't get dragged into trouble, okay?
Too late. Although, to be fair, Trouble went looking for her. Also, you have yourself partially to blame for that.
I better tell the others.
Yeah, that's something we should probably... Yeah, we might need to have a discussion about that. Such annoying marketing? What? They really go this far? Okay, apparently, yeah, people are actually already pinning that on us. That's not good. Don't be a catchy, don't be a catchy. Okay, it's not. Well, what do you know? Howdy, howdy. I'm so sleepy. You over your jet lag? Yep. For real? That was quick. Oh yeah, never mind that. Did you know about this? The Phantom Thieves are popular now. I was surprised when we got back to Japan. How? They're already making bootleg merchandise and it's all anybody talks about anywhere in this place. That's how it was before we left. People actually paying attention to who we're gonna target next. Ain't that amazing? I'm getting really psyched. This is where we work hard, as opposed to all of the half-assedry we did before. Let's do something big again and surprise the world. I mean, if I gotta, fine, okay. I don't wanna, but I will. Huh? What about class? There's another urgent assembly. Is it true he is the deaded? He was really taking some heat. What's happening to this school? Are we cursed? I mean, probably? Cursed to have a JRPG plot run through you. As you do.
This has to be about you-know-what, right? With the principal.
Well, we'll know pretty... To anybody not in the loop, if he walks out, then we know it didn't happen. If he doesn't, then you have your confirmation. And there you go, see? Clear as day.
We will now begin the emergency morning assembly. As many of you may already know, Principal Kobayakawa passed away yesterday.
Again, passed away implies there's some grace or subtlety or peacefulness to it. Dude got turned into a road waffle.
I wonder if that suicide rumor's for real. It happened in front of the police station, didn't it?
Huh. Combine that with the fact that he looked like an egg beforehand, maybe he just wanted to always... He always wanted to be breakfast!
I think I was passing through there at the time.
The principal had been working hard to restore peace ever since the incident with Mr. Kamoshida.
Yeah, that's not true in the slightest, but okay.
He only wished for everyone to be able to lead a normal school life. And because of that love...
He apparently decided to, you know, let you continue to be abused.
Love? Bullshit, he was covering something up. Everyone's been talking about it.
Yeah, large male student.
Maybe it wasn't suicide. Do you think the Phantom Thieves took him down?
Yeah, that's not what they do.
The Phantom Thieves? Do they kill people?
They do not.
I mean, Kamoshida did say he was gonna kill himself to make up for everything he did.
Yeah, but he didn't.
That would be amazing. Either way, it serves that principal right.
Yeah, I mean, okay, listen, that's kind of morbid as all hell.
Hell no.
I don't think anyone is deserving of the death.
We didn't do jack shit.
You do bad stuff, you get punished for it. You don't get killed.
Are people gonna blame us for this too?
Probably.
I would like to see everyone live up to our late principal's wishes as proud Shujin students. And
Yeah, no one's paying any attention to this. You okay, Makoko? Uh-oh. Alright. Fast forward! Hey, how's it going? You believe me, or like what?
I had noticed traces of tampering. Does that mean you truly took the data from my laptop?
What, did you forget to close the program of the data extraction? How exactly do you notice traces of tampering on your laptop, exactly? Either way, yeah.
No matter how I think about it, that would have been impossible unless Makoto was helping you.
Were you still doubting it?
But she would never do something so foolish.
Well, you'd be surprised what people are capable of when you push them too hard.
And is it true that you were completely uninvolved with the Kobayakawa case?
Indeedy do. Yeah. We don't kill.
What does this mean?
I don't know. You're the prosecuting attorney, but also are currently acting as a detective, so...
But I suppose targeting someone at Shujin again and actually taking their life would be nonsensical.
Yeah, in what way does that make any sense as to the pattern? I mean, I'm not lying to you. That's all I can say.
I have no reason to believe everything you've said.
No, you don't. But the bonds of friendship shall prevail!
However, it It seems you aren't the type of person who would lie just to protect themselves.
I'm pretty much admitting to everything right here, right now, aren't I?
I will acknowledge what I must. It's more efficient that way.
Mm-hmm. Yes! The bonds! The bonds! Red rank 4. I get no benefits from this. It's purely story.
In any case, let's move on to the topic at hand. If
Okay.
you saw my investigation data, you would have had the same suspicions I did about Okumura.
Yeah, I guess so.
And if you looked into his palace, you should have seen the answer to those suspicions.
I guess.
Tell me, what did the Phantom Thieves do to Okumura? What did you learn from him?
Well, hang on. Let me remember it in excruciating
Why
detail.
did it turn out as it did?
Okay, I'm guessing...
I need you to tell me everything.
Okay, the way you're making this all seem, I'm guessing the next target we go after ends up dead. So that's kind of messed up. Like, I don't flippin' know how that happened. I don't know nothing about nothing. Now it's the evening. Have we assembled the crew? The team? Yeah.
Before we talk about the data we got from Sis, we need to discuss the incident with the principal.
What's there to talk about? He dead.
People are already talking about it online.
Yeah, that's kind of their thing.
Nobody's saying it's because of the Phantom Thieves. So far.
Really? That's actually interesting. Well, give it some time.
People think he did it because that tabloid exposed how he was covering up Kamoshida's abuses.
I mean, that's good. At the very least, people won't blame us for this, like, immediately, anyway.
Could it be that we're responsible for Principal Kobayakawa's suicide?
Considering the fact that I saw it, I know you guys didn't, but the characters didn't, but I did. No, we are not.
What do you mean?
If we hadn't changed Kamoshida's heart, maybe this never would have happened.
Yeah, but people would have still been sexually and physically assaulted in a high school, so...
But then Kamoshida would have kept doing what he did if we didn't go and take him down.
I mean, you're not gonna make me feel bad about that.
There's a lot of opinions online. It's only natural that he died. Covering up crimes is wrong.
Well, yes, it is wrong, but it's not worth, murder.
The comments I've seen are similar as well. Only the Phantom Thieves are on our side.
Oh, good. So basically, it's just gonna take one little incident, and everyone is going to turn on us. Am I correct in my beliefs of that?
I wish the Phantom Thieves would take down the police and the politicians of this country.
It's not just the news. There's even Phantom Thieves merchandise now.
Yes, we learned about that weeks ago. Please keep up on.
I never expected we'd end up such a big deal.
So after months of constantly going on and on about how you want to get famous from all of this noise, now you've finally realized that it's a completely terrible idea and it served no point other than to make things worse for us.
It seems like the public would rather believe in us than in the adults.
Yep, and that's gonna come to bite us.
People are trying to get the Phantom Thieves to solve societal problems, not just personal ones.
Yeah, well, there's a limit to what we can do.
This is kinda scary.
Really, jumping into dimensional holes that go into the center of people's minds and finding literally a physical embodiment of all of their worst possible traits in an attempt to murder us was not scary at all for you? It's this right now?
Are we really doing the right thing?
Yes.
I mean, the principal was covering stuff up, right? I guess he got what was coming to him.
That's one way to think about it, I guess.
Whoa, guys, let's get back on topic. Weren't we going to discuss the data we obtained from Nijima?
Okay, I feel like this is actually kind of an important thing to talk about, but if you really want to derail the conversation...
You tell them, Minari.
Why me?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's bad news.
First, Prosecutor Nijima has been looking into the continued cases of people suddenly collapsing.
Yep.
It seems she is searching for a common thread to tie them all together.
Okay.
Some parts seem to be speculation, but she has cited a beneficiary of the majority of these incidents.
Okay.
The corporation Okumura Foods. More prominently, its CEO, Kunikazu Okumura.
Uh-huh.
Okumura? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere.
Yeah, we've been hearing it a lot lately.
From Big Bang Burger.
Big Bang Burger? For real?
You know, they only got famous sometime in the past few years. They even had a branch in Hawaii.
For some reason.
It says here they benefited both from scandals and the resignations of their competitors' executives.
Okay.
That would seem to be the case. This is too suspicious, though. Only one CEO is profiting from these seemingly accidental incidents.
Fair enough.
I think it's natural to suspect he's intentionally causing them.
I suppose.
I get that, but still.
But I also feel like this is all a very fishy situation.
We have even more evidence than that. Tell them, Futaba.
They already tried putting Okumura's name in the nav. He has a palace for sure.
Okay.
That settles it then. He's totally our next target.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
That's right. Okumura is at the top of the rankings after all.
And don't you think that's a little suspicious? That all of a sudden everyone is telling us to do that? Like, just like right now? Out of, like, all times? Doesn't seem weird.
Hold on. That doesn't necessarily mean he's evil. If we jump into this too carelessly.
That is true. Futaba wasn't evil.
Beyond that, this Phantom Thieves fad is unsettling.
Yeah, I've kind of been thinking about that since we first got noticed.
Yeah, the excitement levels don't feel normal. We might want to let things calm down a bit first.
I feel like that would be a really good idea.
You too, On? You're just gonna go against what people want?
It's not that, dude.
Huh? No, but...
We're backing ourselves into a corner, man. I don't know.
Looks like we're not gonna agree today, then.
I feel like, yeah, that's pretty safe.
Sheesh, some team you are. What's with all the hesitation? I can't stand this.
What is your deal?
Even you, Ryuji. You just back down the second someone disagrees with you.
What?
Now now he's deliberately picking fights. What the hell is wrong with you, Morgana?
I guess all you've been talking about is using the Phantom Thieves' name to pick up girls anyway.
So have you!
Being hyped up because of the popularity is fine, but getting conceited over it is unacceptable.
What the hell are you talking about? Why are you... Okay. You're not wrong, but you also wanted all of that. You constantly went on and on and on about being popular and constantly going on and on and on about being the legend of the Phantom Thief and how, ooh, look how awesome I am. Ooh, look at all these cool things I can do. Look, if you're going to try and tell me that at least half of your motivation for doing everything that we've been doing up to this point isn't just to stroke your own damn ego, then I know you're just being a liar.
Hey, aren't you acting for your own benefit here too?
Yeah, very much so.
My appearance might have changed, but I'm still an admirable human.
Of which you have absolutely no proof of. Also, not an answer to the question.
I'm more admirable than some carnal blonde monkey.
Yeah, I can tell by the fact that you get into petty, childish arguments with him on the daily. Definitely above the, you definitely have the moral high ground on this one.
You little...
Fine. I can take on some small-time target like Okumura on my own.
What?
Sorry, but it looks like I'll be getting the credit for solving the mental shutdown mystery.
You just said that getting attention isn't something that you are involved. Have you been, like, mind-controlled? Where's all of this really stupid nonsense coming from?
Well, she was more useful than you, as a matter of fact.
Hey, that's inexcusable! I'm going to show you who the useless one actually is.
For the past 6 in-game months, you have been insulting, deriding, embarrassing, and just mocking in any other possible word that could be used to describe it to Ryuji. You've been nothing but a jackass to him. And all things considered, he doesn't do anything any worse than what you do. You've even called Ryuji useless. You called him useless, you've called him hopeless, you've called him pathetic, you've called him so many things constantly, so many times over. Oh, but, oh no, now that he did it, suddenly that's a thing? Don't dish it out if you can't take it!
Alright then, bring it on!
Ryuji, stop! Looks like I don't belong here after all.
Where the hell is this coming from?
Well, this is goodbye.
What the hell is actually wrong with you right now?
Morgana, wait! See you.
You just said you wouldn't see us!
I bet he's back in no time.
Dude, the last time you tried to do anything on your own, you got thrown in a prison cell!
Damn it!
That's how we met! By you being trapped! And he manipulated us into doing this in the first place! Seriously, we didn't want any of this, and you were like, oh yeah, you should be Phantom Thieves, I'm just gonna, and now I'm gonna help you escape, but only if you do what I want, derp 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 derp. Like, I'm supposed to be mad at Morgana right now, right? I'm not crazy here, correct? He's in the wrong, right? But I don't understand where it's coming from. Inferiority complexes only get you so dang far. It only excuses so much. Have you managed it by yourself before? I've seen no evidence to support that. I don't see how you think that you can. Well, that's just convenient, too. The hell's she doing there? What the hell is going on?
I can't believe this.
Yeah, I agree, but not on the same thing you're talking about, probably.
The public believes in the justice of the Phantom Thieves. They have no interest in that principle.
Well, I mean, why would they? I mean, he didn't even do anything interesting. They're not gonna cling on to that. It's like, he was a guy involved with one of the first ones, except he didn't actually do anything. He just... his crime was that he didn't do anything. There's not really anything to, gossip about with that one. That's all they actually care about.
I'm experiencing equal levels of frustration. My comments on TV turned everyone against me.
Maybe you should stop showing up on TV on the daily.
Then again, I won't allow mere criticism to break my spirit so easily.
Uh-huh.
We won't keep letting ourselves be defeated either.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we're also not really trying to compete with you.
My suspicion after the hackers case last month is now conviction thanks to the principal's death.
Is that so?
The mental shutdown cases and the psychotic breakdowns are surely the Phantom Thieves' doing.
Uh-huh.
I remember the data you showed me about Okumura Foods. Is that the basis for these beliefs?
We are being set up.
There have been frequent occurrences of mental shutdowns surrounding Okumura recently.
Yep.
If only there was a clear connection between him and the Phantom Thieves.
Yep. Somebody did something to manipulate the things in order for us to go after this guy so that we can get connected, and then everybody will be able to automatically assume that, oh yeah, no, it's the Phantom Thieves, it's always been them. But let's just say, maybe those first few, insane crashes and deaths were, because they weren't really sure what they were doing yet. Oh my god. And we're gonna fall for it.
Well, it would be problematic if there wasn't one.
Good thing we're about to go make one.
So, you're jumping the gun here. You really told a man you would terminate his parental authority based purely on your speculation?
Indeed she did.
I'm surprised you would say such a thing to the owner of a cafe you frequent.
Mm-hmm.
It's all for the sake of the case.
Yeah, but that's still pretty messed up.
You may have the backing of the SIU's director, but you've been far too aggressive, Sai-san.
Yeah, and you sure do spend a lot of time trying to subtly nudge things in directions that you want, don't you?
You're trespassing into police territory. Don't say nobody warned you if this becomes an issue later.
If anything, this sounds like you're goading her.
My superiors told me the same thing.
We first need to know what methods the Phantom Thieves are using. The police can't make a move unless that becomes apparent, after all.
Mm-hmm.
This opponent can't be caught by following the rules. What need is there to stick to formalities?
Okay, yeah, see, now it seems like, yeah, no. I think, like, you're just being led.
You wish to ignore protocol in order to reform society. I hope you realize that's no different than what the Phantom Thieves are doing.
Yeah, you are definitely nudging her in a direction.
It's a shame. Especially since we both want to capture the culprit behind the psychotic breakdowns.
Yeah, now now you've actually managed to find a way to make yourself, you know, have the moral high ground again. It's like that's all he really cares about. He wants to tear people down just so he can stand.
I'm really messed up.
Are you actually factually serious with this right now?
Shall we dispose of it?
Leave it be. We do not have time to waste on a solitary feline.
So I guess he found the palace, went in, and then got immediately stomped. And
Is this really impossible alone?
And the shadows don't even seem to care. Huh.
How horrible.
Mysterious person, my ass. It's Floof Hair Girl.
I can't see who's there. Hester. Ugh.
A lot of things are happening in very rapid succession, and it's making my head hurt. Okay.
Morning.
Have you seen Morgana? Nope. Yeah, nope. I see. I kinda just expected he'd come home when he got hungry. Or maybe he went to someone else's place, let's ask. Futaba seems to be the most affected by this right now. Morgana's still not back. What, he hasn't come home yet? The food's still in his bowl. Do you think he really just took off like that? I mean, it makes no sense that he did, but it sure seems like that's what he decided to do. He's a cat, so it's possibly got into an accident. Wow! Hello! Does he really seem to be the type to go off and die on us like that, though? It's just been one day. Y'all are worrying too much. He's probably just off doing his own stuff. I mean, he used to live alone, remember? As far as we know. Considering the fact that I don't think he was ever in the real world until he tried to follow us, I don't know if he ever was. He has no memory of anything before that. Just don't worry about it. I'm sure he'll come back if something happens. Aren't they all being way too cold about this? Well, to be fair, they were treated pretty freakishly coldly by Morgana. Oh well, not a good day. Yeah, I don't really make any promises about that, but I'll try. Seems like things are really only going to get significantly worse over time.
There's no one like the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case. Also, these guys have, like, different descriptions for their names every single time we hear them talk, even though it's obviously the same dudes. And then there's slightly late girls jogging forwardly. Look at her go! Why do the girls have to wear suspenders? That seems weird. I don't buy that our principal's death was an accident. I think the Phantom Thieves killed him. You think the Phantom Thieves murdered him, but why? Think about Kamoshida's victims. The principal's just as guilty for keeping quiet about it. Yeah, and yet we did. Then why would we kill someone who didn't do anything about it, but not the guy who actually did the thing? People who take advantage of others for their own personal gain need to disappear. In fact, we need a scumbag cleansing to purify the world. Okay, see, here's the thing. Now you're going to, like, a cleanse or a purge. I feel like everything is going a little bit, you know, psychotic. Not a fan of that. I am in absolutely no mood for this kind of nonsense right now. Yesterday, my wife threw out one of my books without asking me. Why she would randomly throw out a book, I don't have the slightest idea. I mean, it's not like it's a piece of trash, unless she left it on the floor, and even then, it's a flippin' book. You put it on a desk, or you put it in the frickin' bookcase. Doesn't make any sense, Carol! The Okamura Way, and it was even signed! With his logical management oh. Why is it that everything always immediately starts... Like, it's like, yeah, go and do the thing. Go and do the thing. The characters don't realize that it's going to go horribly wrong for them if they do the thing. This is weird. He revived his company that was on the verge of bankruptcy. He then started Big Bang Burger, a bold and creative venture. Okamura's words are a philosophy on life itself. How could she sell that to a secondhand shop? What? Oh, you're talking about the wife. Sorry, that confused the hell out of me. But in times like these, getting one's mind to switch gears is key. Wouldn't you agree, guy who's clearly doesn't have better things to think about right now?
You know the answer?
Secondhand shops are also known as thrift stores. This is where we're going for this? Do you know when the earliest ones appeared? No?
No.
The answer is the 19th century, just at the tail end in 1899. I feel like that shouldn't count, but okay. Whatever. They were mostly run by religious or charitable organizations, of course, but large business could dominate unused stock to them, or donate, and use them as a tax write-off that way. It takes incredible business acumen to figure out how to be both profitable and charitable at once. Oh my god, even though he answered all those other questions correctly, oh man, I guess, woo! And now they all think I'm an idiot again. These people are all so freakishly fickle. I just remembered, there are rumors that President Okamura may be getting into politics. Sure, why not? It's an open door at this point. The world is garbage, and we all just rolling around in it. It's true that the current administration is incompetent in a number of ways. I'd love to have a charismatic man like him leading the country. He's a freaking food CEO. That's not how it should work. This is all too real and it's hurting my head. Now what? Hey, come straight home once school's over, okay? Fine, why? Yay, let's wait together in case Morgana comes home. He's not gonna. I wonder what's up with Morgana, though. He should just hurry and come back. Yeah, that would be nice, but I don't think that's the case. Are those friggin' Daleks?
Where did they go? We must find them.
Are you serious right now?
Another one has been located. Be on guard.
You are actually serious right now.
There are 2 of them. Divide and pursue.
Like, I gotta push the fact that those are clearly Daleks out of my mind right now because it's full of with another righteous fury.
Intruders discovered. Commencing pursuit protocol.
So, Morgana, who got mad at being what he believes to be useless for stupid reasons. We've been over that. I'm not even gonna go over it. But the whole thing, this whole goal here, was to prove that he could do things on his own and that he wasn't useless. So the very instant he attempts that, he gets his ass kicked, and then he decides to take literally the very next person he meets. And they become a team. Also, this girl has a feather in her hat. Why? Morgana, you're acting like a hypocrite in like 5 different ways. And why are the Daleks wearing masks? How do you conceal your identity when you're a Dalek? You're a giant sentient trash can.
Mona's still not home.
Yeah, he does that. And I'm mad at him now.
I'm sure he'll come back when he gets hungry.
Apparently not, now that he just decided, hey, you know what, whatever, man, I guess I'm just done with these people, I'll just go get a new one.
On to our next story. Late last night, multiple glass windows were found shattered at the Okumura Foods corporate headquarters.
Yep, everyone on the planet is talking about him now. So, it just seems so convenient to me. Hang on, let me use my cellular phone. Hey, this is that Okamura guy. Yeah.
Other damages have also been reported, including the destruction of a statue depicting Mr. Okumura.
Uh-huh.
Wonder if someone's got a grudge against that guy.
Sure seems that way.
However, there were no signs of a break-in. Identifying the culprit is expected to be difficult.
Well, yeah, I mean, if a dude just rolled up and threw a bunch of rocks and then left, it's gonna be kind of hard to figure out who did it. Then again, I think, doesn't Japan have, like, security cameras, like, every flippin' everywhere? That would have to have been a coordinated attack. Someone would have had to have taken out any of the cameras. So, I don't know how to think about that. You think Mona charged in there by himself? Oh, right, yeah. Right, that would make sense. And yeah, he did. Then he got beat up, and then he decided, oh man, well, I guess my entire reason for leaving my old friends is now completely null and void, but I can't go back, so I'll just go make a new one. I mean, yeah, Totally. I know it is. And it may not seem like it sometimes, but he's totally a capable cat when he wants to be. Yeah, apparently not. Either way, let's go to Okumura's palace tomorrow. I'll contact everyone. What, can we just go in? And what are you being all super snoopy about? This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without the clue, without a sign.